Hey guys, Gumble here from MMOs.com, and today I'm taking a look at Project Genom. That's right, a early access MMORPG recently released on Steam on sale for I believe $15.99. So today we're going to be asking ourselves the question, is it worth buying into? Is there something here? Well, I've already put in something like 7 hours, so I definitely think there's something here, but maybe you need to wait. So I'm going to run through the game, I'm going to run across what I've seen so far, what I experienced, and then you can decide for yourself. Right now I'm just running through the starting area here, where you'll spawn in after a little tutorial. It's quite nice looking. The game does run an Unreal Engine. You can see other players running around me here. It's got a very nice sci-fi, cyberpunky, The Expanse aesthetic. Let's go in the club right here. This is our little club. Apparently in the future, the only thing people eat is extra value sushi. And considering we're not near an ocean, this is basically cruise ship tier sushi, where it's nice and old. The game is developed by a Russian company, I believe. If it's Belarusian, please let me know. I know that some people really like where they make their games, their sovereignty to be recognized. So some of the text and some of the voice acting is still in Russian. Hold on, I'm gonna sip on this coffee. Look at this guy. He's been rubbing that belly since I spawned in yesterday. This is a dedicated pet owner. You think I could rub my cat's belly like that? I don't think so. I ain't got time for that. So let's go ahead, we're gonna keep running through here. I actually need to trade some items in. I got some gear to sell, so I need to get to the trading terminal, which is down here. You can see here we got an ammo box. I'm gonna reload my ammo for my assault rifle, which I will surely shoot at some domes in just a little bit. This game, one thing I love, as you run through the beginning area, they definitely have some personality regarding their early access state. Love that, even if the hammer can get a little lame. So let's go right in here. We're at the airport terminal, it looks like. Got Jack the drunk. Jack, get a job, Jack. Stop doing Jack. Here's our trade terminal, so then we can take a look at the menu. So I've got a few items to sell here. I got some gear. This is stuff I can buy. Basically, if you want to sell, because I know some people have had trouble, because remember, this is basically, I don't know what they're calling it, but I'm going to call it a pre-alpha. So some of the systems are not as intuitive as they will be when it releases, I hope. So you right click and then you can click. And now I'm making myself some zenny here. These are my weapons. So let's go ahead and sell some of these. And yes, we're showing up trading. I'm gonna hold on to these guns right here because I want to equip them. If we could look at my character, right? Well, that is the skill sheet. Let's look at my character real quick. I look awesome. And I've done quite a bit of gear collection since my stream of this game. So of course, gear comes in different colors. That's how you know it's an MMORPG, when gear has some color coding behind it. So obviously blue is the second tier, and then we got yellow here, and this is not that great. I need some new shoulder pads. That's the default shoulder pad. I'm looking like a scrub. I need to be fully colored out. Let's go ahead, we'll keep running through. Now, the one thing I will say, when you first start this game, you are in this little space station hub for quite a long time if you choose to be. There are a ridiculous number of quests to be completed, and I will say right now, actually, let's go ahead and we're going to talk to a quest giver right over here. It's not obvious where quests are, so if you look on the right side of my screen, that's my little quest log. If I press M, the quest log doesn't track everything right now. A little bit of trouble going on there. It's only tracking one quest, even though I have all my quests set to track, which is indicated by this yellow icon. Only one quest shows up on my map. So the big trouble with this game early on is you'll have tons of quests, but they're not marked well, and you won't know who the hell you're supposed to talk to. So I have to go talk to Frank. No idea where Frank is or who Frank is. So the game, I don't think it's intentional, but right now it kind of forces explanation. You're going to run through this little space station for about 3 hours if you choose to try and complete all the quests. I suggest you don't. I suggest you leave and see the world a bit. See as much of the game as you can in your 2-hour time limit. So we gotta go talk to this guy. This is very pretty right here. There's Stalin, being all regal and whatnot. Let's come down here. We're gonna talk to our pissed off captain, security chief guy.
The fighters from the Bravo team sealed the vent grills.
Alright, Gore, calm down. You lost the election all those years ago and you're still pissed. I will find the patience, don't worry. So you can see now, I do have a quest marker, so it's only tracking one quest at a time. I've seen it track 2 quests at a time. I definitely need some work. But we're not going to bother with this right now. We want to see the game. We don't care about this. We want to see what the outside world looks like. Also, just so you know, if you have a quest to get objects of one kind or the other, if they're not obvious, you kind of just have to run up against the walls and the sides, and a little icon will show up asking you to press E, and that's how you interact with the object. So you see my ammo box, it'll kind of show up like that, but at least here we got a box to see what we're doing. There's quite a few players running around here, it feels nice. They all look the same because, just so you know, character customization is not in the game yet. You'll pick either a male or female model. Not very 2016. We should have every single type of gender represented, but so be it. And then from there, you'll just enter the game and you'll customize yourself through your armor and whatnot. I'm waiting for this place to open. Ooh la la. Okay, let's go outside. Right now we're in the loading bay. We're gonna head outside right now. I obviously look the coolest out of all these people so far. People have tried comparing the game to Mass Effect and, I don't know, Destiny and whatnot, but I don't get too carried away with the analogy. It certainly has similarities in that it's science fiction, but this game actually, when I think of how I leveled, reminds me more of Ultima Online than anything else, so we'll see that in just a second here. So now we're outside, we have some nice music. You see my naked body as I spawn in here. And here we are in the world. One thing this game does really well, scale. I love a sense of scale. I talk about that a lot, podcasts and whatnot. You really do feel minuscule. Everything feels gargantuan as you walk through this world. All these super sci-fi structures. And that's cool. I'm a big fan of that. Got some more sushi. Really love the sushi. Actually, when I first played this, before I make that announcement, I thought of Entropy Universe, but you can see some things do need some work. We got floating pillars here. This is just poor construction. This is basically when you hire the mafia to do your construction. So yes, there are quite a few bugs. There are quite a few, things that need to be touched up. I know when I first started the game, the tutorial was completely bugged for me, and I had to restart once or twice to get it to work. So if you run into a bug, it may not be that the game's broken and you just need to restart. We got our Cthulhu tentacle monster here, but let's keep running through. Let's go shoot some shit, because that's really the primary mode of gameplay right now is point and shoot. And then we can look at our skill system a bit. So let's come over here. Right now there are vehicles in the game. One type of vehicle, it's a quad bike. You get that at level 25, I believe, as part of the storyline. In the trailer, if you watch the trailer for this game, which is a stellar trailer, really great, whoever directed that, mad props. A lot of the features shown off in the trailer are not in the game yet, they're planned features. So even melee combat I haven't seen, I haven't got any melee weapons. All combat is relegated to shooting, as far as I can tell. So we're gonna come up here, we're gonna kill some dogs. Who doesn't like a dead dog? You can look up the Dead Puppy song right now, and you can leave a rude comment, or an upset comment that I'm not sensitive to the plight of dogs. So here we have an enemy. I'm pressing Q to unsheath my rifle, and then I fire. You can see there's definitely some delay going on between when I fire and the sound effect. It's a little janky, but it works. And also, that also has to do with the number of people on the servers. There's definitely been some server latency. But let's come over here, let's show off how skills work, because like I said, this game isn't like a World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy. You don't earn skills by leveling up. You earn skill points by doing the thing you want to earn skill points in. So if I shoot my assault rifle at an enemy, I gain points in assault rifle. If I take damage from an enemy and I'm wearing a certain type of armor, I increase my efficiency of the armor. So we're going to shoot this thing right here, this female hound. Hopefully I don't die. And actually I'm going to press C, I'm going to go to my skills, armor. I'm taking damage right now, and you can see I'm actually gaining skill points. And I'm going to come back to this in just a second and see how much damage. Oh, I'm going to die. So let's take a look at our skill chart now, because that was very brief. Just wanted to show how it actually levels up in the moment. So here we are, I press C. These are all my different skills. Right now, only 3 of these are available. Weapon, armor, oh really just weapon and armor. Crafting's a template holder. You can see here is my level. These are my overall points, experience points I'm earning. If I click into weapon here, every time I level, I believe, I could be mistaken, I earn 5 overall weapon points, which can be used to increase my weapon tier here, giving me access to new guns and whatnot. So that's basically your primary skill points you get from leveling. They allow you to unlock and learn new weapons. I want this one next because I have a pistol that requires this. So if I go back to my inventory, I look at my pistol, it requires level 9, which I meet, and pistol's 5. So I really want this. This gun is dope. And it's green. I haven't had a green weapon yet. So let's come back to our skill sheet right here. So then I also have sub-skill points. So if you look here, these are my different avenues. I imagine this is 3 more tiers of armor not in the game yet. But I currently have 16 points in tactics armor. I can then use these 16 points on these little side skill things here that give you, little extra advantages. So if I click this one, it increases health for each equipped tactical armor point. So you're really mix and matching. I imagine you would want to specialize in one type of armor and then max out the entire skill tree. Now, one problem with the game so far, I can't see my other skills here. In fact, I just clicked outside the window by accident. I can't see what goes beyond this. I don't know how to get up there yet, so I'm kind of limited to what I can see. I must be doing something wrong. Yeah, I can't expand the tree. So let's go back, let's look at our other skills. You can see there's going to be sidekicks, which I can't click into, transport, devices, spoil. So there's a lot of avenues of gameplay, construction that are not in the game yet. Actually, if we click in weapons too, there's a whole branch for skills. So you can see here I have a skill called butt stroke that takes 515 points, but I can't get this yet. There's no skills in the game yet, as far as I know. So while there are going to be MMORPG stylized skills, not there yet. Combat is strictly point and shoot, baby. So actually, I'm going to take us into an instance area. So just so you know, when you play this game, you want to get outside as soon as possible. You want to kill some mobs, or actually right outside the space station. It's not a space station, it's a space base, or it's called the Ark in game. There are some mobs you can kill, and there's a little ant hill you can shoot at to gain some weapons. So you want to, I highly suggest you get out here, you run around and explore. Basically, depending on your level and what weapons you have, because really the amount of damage you can pull off with your weapon is going to determine what you can kill. Depending on what you have, you'll go to an area where there's mobs, you'll shoot the mobs until you've gained enough levels or skill points to equip new guns, and then move on to another area. I couldn't help but think of Ultima Online, where I would go into a cave and we would kill harpies, or you'd start off killing skeletons until you got enough skill points, then you would go to the harpies, then you would kill whatever. You just kind of move through the motions, killing whatever is relevant to your level. And that's pretty much what I've been doing, and for some reason that's been really endearing. It's pretty basic though. You're not crafting, there's no crafting in the game yet. There's no in-game economy, so you can't trade between other players. There's no sidekicks, there's very limited transportation. I can't build a base, I can't be an engineer. Really, it's just running and shooting. One thing I want to commend though, as part of the running and shooting, you can run forever. Please don't put stamina in the game. I love running forever. If I'm in space and it's a game predicated on exploring the environment, let me run forever and jump and shit. Look at this, I can just run and jump, and look at this low grav. I love it. Part of what makes this game great is this sheer scale in the environments, and just seeing the environments and running around and exploring. Oh, look, a quest! I found Frank! Holy shit. As you wish. Look at that, I got it. So now I just got a new shoulder piece. I didn't get it. Oh my god, I should have read the quest text. Okay, it's okay. We'll come back to that. Damn it, Frank. So we're gonna come down here. I'm actually gonna show you a little instanced area. Here we have some mobs. They're getting ganked. Actually, there's a lot of players online right now, so I may be out of luck. One thing I should note, right now, there aren't too many servers, so if you're in the United States, you're pretty much locked to the American server. So everyone's on one place. Everyone's in one place. And the loot is open. It's all open game. So it's not like I kill a mob, it drops some guns. They're just for me. I kill a mob, drop some guns. They're for everybody, which is pretty funny. I've ninja looted quite a few people. It's hilarious to me. Maybe not to everyone, but for now it's in the game, so I ninja loot. So here we go. We're in an instance area, and in fact, this is a good area to be in. We're gonna kill some shrimp. There we go. I got him. This is actually a great grinding spot for me if other people aren't here. So I really gotta play in off-peak hours. And you can see the game's much smoother in this smaller instance zone. This is basically the Harpy Cave of Project Genom, and I'm gonna kill everything. Now, normally when I get in range, this crosshair will be red to show that I can hit it, but right now in the game, it doesn't really matter. Range is irrelevant, so I can just shoot from however far away I am. These things were not easy, by the way. I had to get a new gun to kill these things. These things put up a challenge at first. I only come here now because I can kill them so easily, so it's just easy experience. The sound effects are pretty good though. Shooting feels good. You just point and click. There's no, it's not like it's rolling the dice every time I fire a bullet to see if it hits. It just hits. So I'm definitely a fan that way. And it feels good in some areas. Now when the servers are acting up, it feels pretty clunky. Kill the shrimp. Let's come over here. We're actually gonna kill the queen, and I think that's a good spot to show off how massive some of these mobs are. So pretty much you'll come to an area like this and you just sit here and grind for a while. And then you'll move on to the next area. You can quest to earn experience. Again, some of the quests are tough. You really gotta get involved in the community. Look at this thing. The Cthulhu monster. It looks great though. It doesn't do any damage. It's just gonna reward me XP. It does absolutely nothing. They need to... It doesn't even drop loot. And I don't think I earned XP for that. Unfortunately, this other guy got it. Kill the shrimp. Now, just so you know, you can switch between weapons. My assault rifle just happens to be really good. If you scroll up and down with the mouse wheel, you take out your other gun. There's my pistol. Nowhere near as good as the assault rifle. There we go. So now let's see. And that's really the entire game. Let's just show off my journal real quick so you can see the types of quests I have. Now if you look, if I hit show on map, right? It doesn't show me shit. It just doesn't work at the moment, no matter what. Now even if I hit track, it's just gonna bring that to the toolbar on my side. So you kind of gotta get involved in the community, go in the Steam forum, Steam discussion area to see what it is you're supposed to be doing. So right now, questing's a little tough. I actually like the hands-off approach. It's definitely not intentional though, but I like being forced to explore my environment. I like not having my hand held. It makes it so that if you're gonna play this, look, if you're gonna buy into this, here's how you have fun. You do the quests that you can for a bit, then run around and explore the world. Get yourself killed, see the whole environment. Don't feel obligated to be paraded along a quest chain. That's not fun. And I think part of what makes the game a little alluring is the fact that you don't feel like you're being pushed along this quest chain. You do feel like it's a bit more open-ended, and I like that. And that's another parallel to Ultima Online. So I'm definitely a fan. I think this game has a lot of potential. I would only buy this if you like what you've seen in this video, if you want to support the project. If you know that when you buy into this, you're in it for the long haul. But I will, and it's pros, it's optimized, it works. It has some fun mechanics. I think there's enough content here that I've gotten my money's worth by far. I mean, I put in 6 hours. So I definitely spent, I would have spent more money seeing some shitty movie at the theaters, and I always gotta buy popcorn, and that movie only lasts 2 hours, so I definitely got my money's worth here. Other than that, this is Project Genom. I'm sure I'll learn more, and I plan to continue streaming and playing this game. Did I just do a 360 Exorcist style? I'm really excited to see where they go with this. I really hope it lives up to the trailer that they've shown off. And if you've played the game, let me know what you think of it. Let's kill this queen one more time. This is a great farming spot. I think I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. Forget work, I'm not gonna work. I'm gonna play Project Genom. Because I'm built to grind, baby. Alright, that's it. Remember, I think I'll have an editorial up too with some more details. It should end up in the comments below. Check out the game review page and stay tuned for more Project Genom updates and whatnot. Remember, for tips and tricks, which isn't true, we're not doing that, MMOs.com. Alright, see you later.